Welcome back, survivors. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to the Hunter Classic, where we've gotten to another reserve this time. Welcome to Hirschfelden. This is quite a classic map for the Hunter Classic. I can't remember what number, of release this would be. I feel like this is map 4 or 5 of what they put out, but if anybody's kind of like a European watcher, I'm almost like hunting in your backyard for being on this map. I do want to just go over the loadout because I made a small change. Instead of the 300, we actually have the 270. Because on Hirschfelden, there's nothing that needs like a lot of firepower. Oh, come on. I know it's the first recording session of the day, but I prefer if this would kind of ease up on me. You don't need super heavy firepower for the map. The highest caliber I think you need, really, or like the highest power animal is the red deer and the feral hog, and 270 is clear for that. So I'll be taking that out for a little change up from the 300. I do just need to take along another scope. Okay, that one is the... yeah, that one's kind of garbage. So let me see, what is the other one that I can take along? I think that's... oh, that's lever action only. Okay, that would have been nice to... It's weird that doesn't say it's a lever action only. Okay, so this only has, I guess, the 2 options. So I guess we'll take one of those. And then collars, I was doing a little bit of preparation for the loadout beforehand. But one thing I accidentally forgot was to bring the jackrabbit collar. Our fox collar, because it is roe deer, red deer, feral hog, red foxes, Canadian geese, and pheasants. Those are, like, the 6 animals to the roster we can go after. So, really, you don't need that much for, like, most of the roster. Everything's looking pretty good, so we'll just zoom in quickly and keep on our way. Be sure to load ourselves up, too. But yeah, with that roster, I don't feel like this is a map that's as approachable as Bushrangers, but if you do get the 270 or something a little stronger than the 243, the entire roster is basically open up to you. Thanks to your guys' comments in, like, some of the videos, free-to-play is a little bit more generous than I thought it was, because before, I think you used to only really have the 243 and basic scope and ammo for it. Now, however, I think you get a 243 and a basic shotgun. So, yeah, my advice would be probably Bushrangers Run is a great opening map to go in, because you can get almost every animal. The only one you can't is the feral hogs on it. But with that being, like, the only animal you can't hunt with your, like, basic loadout, I think Bushrangers is the most, like... oh, no, well, it's just a female, unfortunately, but Bushrangers, pretty helpful to start on. Hirschfelden, if you can get the 270, it makes for another, or 270 or even higher caliber, like 270, 300. They make for some okay maps to go out onto as well, because you don't need anything, like, super strong caliber-wise. But yeah, we're just going to try to go on Hirschfelden for a while, get up... oh, well, there's a little mission objective done. We're just going to go out for a little bit of a walk, hike, see what we can hunt and find. Enjoy the scenery a bit, because it's kind of fitting that we're going at Hirschfelden right around the September to October time, where autumn's starting, so you have all the nice rich oranges and that, and yellows from the change of seasons. And then, as I did state, Hirschfelden is based more on... I'm trying to think of where Europe-wise. Like, with the roe deer and the red deer and the hogs, I'm thinking, like, mainland Europe in a way. Like, maybe France, Germany, kind of that more Central Europe area. But again, maybe for some of our European viewers, this is almost like hunting in your guy's backyard. So we'll head out, just see what we can get, try to get some things this week. Come October, I'll have to see about dates and stuff, because there's a certain Halloween kind of tie-in that would be kind of fun to do on the channel, I think. It's just that I have to have specific equipment, and to be honest, I might actually have to spend real money for it. It's kind of hard to say whether it's a good tie-in event. I feel like if you do want to do, like, a themed event like that, it's a little bit iffy of a move to hide it behind only specific weapons that let you actually engage with the event. But we're not going to worry about that this week or next week, because we're going to go for Hirschfelden for these next couple of weeks. And as for direction to start, I really don't know. Like, we heard the roe... Well, speaking of the roe deer, we heard her. But I think I'm going to try going more northwards. Like, looking at the map, there's not that much to the south here. I could try going like that, but I think if I want to get more into the meat, I should go more north from here. Well, let's see what this track is, if it's anything interesting or not. Okay, just a roe deer. So, you know what? I think I am going to try going up north. And just get my binoculars out for a little bit more glassing around. Oh, well, there's another roe deer. Just a little doe, though. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to head my way up north. There are certain areas that will be very good to hunt, like all of these almost like patches. Those are all fields. So you might have a... Actually, they're going to work interesting because of the render distance, I think. They might give you good visibility, like you can see the figures and silhouettes, but when you zoom in using like binoculars, rangefinder, etc., that might actually make the foliage spawn in. You can't see what's there anymore. I don't know for sure, but we'll just go up and see what we can find along this route. And then, what else should I mention? I guess I should talk a little bit more about the Hunter Primal, because, I mean, it is sort of a tie into the Hunter. I'm going to be having that going up on Monday and Wednesday afternoons at the Force time slot, just kind of take over where Dinosaur Hunt was. I am going to give myself a little break, so it's not, like, 3 episodes per week of that. Just also to give some room for making sure I can upload everything properly and having the time and spacing for the series. I do also need to figure out a new Tuesday series as well. Well, Tuesday, Thursday. Man, there's a lot... Like, it's kind of nice to have these series openings on the channel. It's just I wish I kind of knew what I was going to do for them. Like, Bigfoot was an interesting series, but I think it needs some tuning work, but I'm trying to think of what would be nice to bring back or bring to the channel. There's not really been too many suggestions. I know there's been a lot of people like Carnivores Mobile. I've made mention that I don't have a way to capture that stuff yet. Maybe if I can get myself built up and start in more professionally, where I'm making money from this, I could, like, say, invest it trying to get the means to that, but that's not an option at this point, I'm afraid. I'm just trying to keep going along and build the channel up to that 1,000 mark. So I have to figure out what I want to do. I don't know if I should do like a survival series and bring something like that in, or if I should try finding something else that's maybe a bit more random to toss in too. Oh, another female roe deer. So again, I'm not sure what to do with that. I was thinking maybe Jurassic World Evolution, but my issue with that, to bring it on, is that's going to be another series that's like longer episodes. So if I have those on, I don't actually know if I'll have the time to put everything up. Because that's always been my killer for me, or that's been the, like, limiting factor if I try to do stuff is... You know, there was a red fox. Maybe if we hear a call from it, we'll be able to bring it in. But it's that the upload times take so long for videos that I basically have to manage everything around that. Like, for a Hunter, or an episode of, like, Hunter Classic, like this one, if I do end it around the half-hour mark, it's probably going to be... 7 to 8 hours for an upload time. And I don't like leaving my computer running overnight. I like to have it, like, with a cooldown period of sorts for all I have it during the day. So, yeah, you can kind of see that that means I am kind of just getting 2 videos out per day for... upload-wise. I might be able to record like 4 or so. I actually have a plan to do 4 episodes, 2 of Classic and 2 of Primal today. Well, it's just stuff like that where I'd like to do a lot more, but I don't exactly have the money to just be tossing around willy-nilly with it. Things are still kind of tight given the situation and the pandemic we're slowly, hopefully getting out of. I think everybody can agree this has been going on for long enough, and there have probably been ways that would have been shortened, but people are going to be people when you kind of deal with them. I just hope all of you guys have been staying safe through it and taking care. Because this is definitely going to be a few years that I think are going to be remembered for their not-so-goodness, let's put it that way. This is something that's probably going to be kept down. It's actually interesting to think this is something where might become part of history, depending on how it keeps unfolding. Like, when you think back to, like, how serious illnesses or stuff have gone through, like, you can read up on things like polio or the Spanish flu or stuff like that, and to be honest, for what is a global pandemic, it actually hasn't lasted that long comparatively to some other things. It's still not over yet, and still ongoing, but again, it's because of, I guess, the state of technology and healthcare we have now, it's been handled quicker than history is for other stuff. But we'll kind of use this to escape from all that stuff, because I know everybody's got to be a bit tired of hearing more and more about it, so... Oh, that's new. We got ourselves a red fox, and interestingly enough, it's right on the road, so I think I can probably bring it in with this call. I'm just going to get up to this little spot here first before I do. Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to do it right now. She seems like she's far enough away. Should be able to call her in. And just make sure I got the 243. Yeah. You know what? I'm probably going to switch the scopes around. I don't think I even need more than just the one, just because I really like how I can just zoom in easily with this one. Okay, I do need to be a bit mindful as I'm going along here. As the road looks like it forks up. Oh, that's actually, I think... Oh, yeah, there she is. Man, she stands out over there, doesn't she? I feel like that one was a little bit far back on her, but it did take her down with the one shot. I feel like that was more like stomach and liverish, maybe intestine area. But we'll go collect our first animal of the hunt, and then we'll continue along and see where we'll go. And then there are the Canadian geese of the map. Unfortunately, I think they're going to be just like the snow geese were on White Rime. Unless you have a setup to bring them in, they might be overhead and you think you could get a shot, you're not going to hit them. It's just how they are. Yeah, see, there are some going over there. Yeah, that was pretty far back. The problem was, I think she was moving and I wasn't aiming far enough, like, forward on her. We'll just resume. No, actually not too bad. Still 55. Wait, 243. No, I guess... Okay, well there's a mission objective done. I guess I've been using a different 243 than the carbon one. Okay. So then... I'll have to go back looking in through, like, the menu and that, where I have the 243... I guess maybe it's, like, the wood stock I was using. Regardless, though, we'll get back to that main junction and then keep going north into the fields. But yeah, I think the Hunter... It'd really be a good game that would probably be best, like, stream for a few hours, more than the series I do on the channel. Just because it does take that, like, bit of time to warm itself up and almost, like, have yourself going to where animals are more active. One thing I don't like doing is really, like, doing a lot of cuts and jumps through videos. Give you guys more of, like, the full experience of how long it's going to take or that. Because, to be honest, anybody could really just, like, get gameplay and cut to only the good parts, and then you kind of feel, like, misled if you try yourselves. I prefer to give the full experience, start to end, where and however it goes along. Yes, we're just back to the main road, and we will keep working our way up north. We're getting into some fields now, so we might start seeing stuff like maybe feral hogs, hopefully a roe deer buck. It'd be nice to try to get one of those. And maybe even red deer, too. I think pheasants are going to be more around the other lodge, so that'll probably be next weekend when we start in. We might get better chances at those. I actually might have to check. I don't think I have a pheasant call. Yeah, I don't think I do, but I'll check just in case. Oh, excuse me. God, it takes a while. I almost have to, like, record a mock video to get myself fully warmed up and then go to the proper videos, it seems. Well, we'll just go along and kind of take the curve here and see. I do admit it is very fitting to kind of be hunting on Hirschfelden as we're around the September to October sort of timing. All the yellows and the oranges, it just makes you feel like it's autumn and fall out. Very atmospheric to hunt in. Yeah, so we're coming up to one of the fields now. Once we get up to the top of the road, or the hill here, we'll probably be able to glass around and see if we've got anything in the vicinity or in the area. You know what? I actually might switch this over back here. Just because if it's hogs or red deer, then the 270 will be capable of that. I actually think this is still, ethical for using on roe deer as well, so I could even try just keeping it out for those. But the 243 is more for the fox and the smaller game. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, more red fox, so possible we'll hear the call from another one in this area soon. Yeah, we're almost up towards this field here. Oh, maybe even another... No. Okay, roe deer. It's actually kind of nice listening to the rain, just that little pitter-patter in the background as we're going along. I think it's probably going to be a bit quieter from when I do, like, the video editing, and I'll reduce the sound a bit, but maybe there'll still be a bit as you guys are watching. Yeah, see, this is where I'm talking about, where, like, you can have great visibility for quite a while using the fields. I don't see anybody out and about on this one, though. So let me see, where's be better to... Maybe I'll just keep going north here, and then from this one I can do, like, a loop around. I think I'll try that, just so I'm not, like, overlapping come next week's episodes. And then, I gotta remember to use the free look more often, because it is really nice just to be able to, like, lock yourself into, keep walking, but let your head swivel around, just take in some of your surroundings. Yeah, I hear and see you guys. Oh, shoot, I didn't even realize. Looks like that's probably a red fox. Ah, shoot. Just because of that little lip right there. Okay, so it just ran over the hill there. Didn't even realize it was in the area. It's just suddenly saw the bit of color running across there. I'm not even sure if I would have been able to get a good shot had I a better opportunity while it was running, but I guess we spotted something else while I've been out. Oh! Oh, just another female roe deer. Yeah, so it's possible that it was even crossing the road as we were coming up onto it, and that's what sent it off. Although, it looks like because of the direction it went, we might be able to see her again, or see it again, as we're getting around the bend. And then, might even be able to actually take a look and see about the roe deer down the other way, too. Yeah, so the fork's just up ahead, and then we'll take a look both directions and then pick a way. I do think we'll probably just go more to the left and up north through the area there. I also do see I'll have to probably adjust the blinds I've got for next episode, because I'm starting to see the light bleaching come in on me. Yeah, that's one other thing I'd like to do, is try to better control the lighting of where I record my videos and that, just that way I don't have to worry about all this stuff happening over and over again. It's kind of hard to find a room or a place where, like, you don't have too many windows to it. I almost have to, like, board one up every time I want to record so I have consistency. Yeah, the call came from just that way, but I don't really see anything just from here, so... And with it only being the female that did make the call out, I'm just going to keep going this way and see about that fox. It's kind of hard to say how far it would have kept running. Like, I didn't take any shot... Oh. No, just her. I didn't take any shots on it, so it's possible that it might have just ran out of, like, our visual range of it, and then it started to calm down, so... As we're getting to this little hill, I might even be a little bit cautious. No, and then we got more fields out that way I can take a look through. Yeah, once you get to, like, the field areas, you just have so much visibility compared to any other maps. Well, except maybe White Rime, because White Rime, again, that was a really interesting to actually hunt on for myself. There was so much you could actually see, and pretty easy to go after a lot of the animals. How are we doing time-wise? We'll try to get one more animal. It really does feel like the first episode dropping into a reserve can oftentimes just be the slow warm-up to get into an area that has, like, more stuff to hunt. Oh, we do have pheasants. So, you know what? I think I'm going to change it up and try for them. And I am going to try to get them while they're in the air. I did make a promise to Danger Floof in the comments that I try to get them more once they're actually in the air, rather than just on the ground. Oh. Okay, so there's a little mission objective completed. Oh no, that was actually a mission itself. What was that? Actually, I also should check. I think there's almost like there's a way you can whistle, and I think it's T, that can, like, flush birds out, and that's what you probably will want to use to, like, try to make them fly off to get those shots. I also will have to check next weekend if I do actually have a pheasant caller or not. Oh, I see. Is it just the one? Yeah, it looks like it literally is just the one little one all on its own. Oh, no, never mind. There's the others. Oh, yeah, there's the one to go for right there. So I'm probably going to... Is that another call? Yeah, that is. So So what I'm going to try to do is get in nice and close, crouch up, and then try to whistle and, like, flush them into the air. I don't actually know if they will go flying off, or they try to, like, trot off more. But the only way to find out is by doing it ourselves. I don't actually know how close I am now that, like, the grass is this tall. Oh, no, there you are. Okay, I think this is probably close enough. Okay, you guys sit there a moment. What is it to call out keybinds? Because I know there's like a whistle, isn't there? Vehicle, weapons and optics. No, I don't have a dog. I was sworn there was something to, like... Oh, F, that's it. Shoot. Really? You know what? I'm not even going to take that, because that feels like the game's trying to pity me for that one. Like, just having the little one waddle in front of me. I'm not even going to take that, because I'm not that... I don't need your pity. I don't need the game's pity. Well, that's kind of what you're supposed to do for them, is try to get close, flush them out. Oh, there's a completed mission. And actually, I think we're sitting around... I think it's like 2,000 GM right now, so that actually might be up a couple hundred more, or maybe only 100 more. Basically, we're around the 2,000 mark once again. Now that the missions, I've started like getting through the basics, we're getting into more of like the 200 and 500 amount rewards. So now we're going to get the lucrative stuff if we do complete certain missions. Again, maybe what I'll do is try to do like the reserve tours first, and then we can focus more on the missions come like another episode. Or afterwards, we'll focus more on mission objectives. Yeah, so I don't think there's really anything to stick around here going for. No, although, there's something out there, isn't there? Yeah, there are a few more. I'll try getting them, and we'll see. Yeah, I do want to mind how long the episodes run, but with an opportunity like that right in front of us, we might as well try getting that before the episode's over with. It's not like I have these strict deadlines of I cannot go past this time. I can go kind of around it. Yeah, so you guys are still just around here. God. Look at all the frickin' geese. I think that's a flock there, that's the flock there. Yeah, it tries to make you seem like there's so much you could really go after and get, but... I'm going to keep crouching in like this. Just kind of see if I can get close enough to... get a decent shot once they take off or not. So yeah, these guys don't really seem that phased, but I think the best way to kind of hunt them is figure out where they are and figure out where they might actually be flying off to if you were to flush them. And then get yourself to be, like, intercepting them at that point. Like, the way I'm approaching, if I were to flush, they'll probably go back towards the tree line there, so... might be a good idea to try getting a little bit more towards the trees and then go after them. Also, just make sure the shotgun, yeah, fully ready. Not that I'm expecting to actually do any better than I really did the last try, but you never know. Dumb luck can pull off some pretty amazing things. Oh yeah, and then we've got all the tracks here. Yeah, no objectives or that are popping from doing this, so I'm guessing... I'm actually kind of surprised I can get this close while I'm just, like, crouched around them. They don't seem like they're the smartest birds out there, are they? I mean, it's so tempting to just get one while he's on the ground there, but I made my promise, so... Until I get a few that are airborne, or maybe even just get my first airborne one, I'll keep trying to flush them out. Okay, which one do I want to go for? We'll try for this guy. No, actually, looks like he's trying to go to sleep here. I don't know what direction he'd go if I were to flush him, but... Let's see if I can get lucky on him. Well, I mean, he was in the air. Maybe not high in the air, but he still qualifies as he was in the air. So we've gotten ourselves... Unfortunately, it's only the 2 animals hunted, but we got ourselves a red fox and a pheasant so far. And then we still have the other half of the weekend to take care of, too. So let's go take a look at him and see how he is. Let's give it a moment. Okay, I guess maybe the A stands for, like, air. That could be... Oh. I guess a few little last twitches of life there. Not quite that one. There we go. And you know what? Let's do... And it is technically small game, so let's pick them up and see... There we go. Nice little shot like that should be just fine. Not that much, but again, it's still more the experience we're after than the GM itself. So, thank you guys for joining me on this first episode of the Hunter Classic on Hirschfelden. We'll be back tomorrow with the second half. Oh, and actually, even have more calls going out, so we'll see what we'll do next episode. But thank you guys so much for joining me, and I hope if you enjoyed the video, be sure to give us a like. If you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure to leave it all in the comments right down below. Until I do catch you in the next video or episode, Survivors and Hunters, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy hunting!